Well, folks, welcome to Dynacast in Peterborough, and we are so excited to have a lot of guests here. And our first speaker will be MPP Jeff Leal. Jeff's been a long time Peterborough. He's our member of parliament for provincial for Peterborough, and also responsible for the Ministry of Agriculture and the Minister responsible for small business. So he's got a busy portfolio, along with looking after the best interests of Peterborough riding. As many of you know, Jeff started off in local politics here, and then moved on to bigger and better things to represent Peterborough at a provincial level. And so Jeff is here to make a few announcements, and followed by other people. So Jeff, please come on up.
Atul, thank you for that very kind and gracious introduction. It's great to be at Dynacast here today. And Atul, I just want to thank you for your ongoing leadership in Peterborough's business communities, your work with DFAB and other businesses over a long period of time have been very instrumental in key investments being made in this community. It's always a pleasure to be with my elected colleague, His Worship, Mayor Darrell Bennett, and of course, before Mayor Bennett entering politics in 2010, of course, a very successful business person, leading and expanding for a provincial and national interest in the Liftlock Transportation Group. But I'd certainly be remiss this morning as we approach Labor Day. Our community, both the county and city of Peterborough and beyond that, of course, are still coming to grips with the announcement of GE last Friday. And I do know that the business community, the political leadership, the Chamber of Commerce, Peterborough Economic Development, of course, we're looking at our ways to rally all the resources available to make sure that those individuals and families whose lives have been turned upside down do have a path forward. And all of us, over the next weeks and months, will be working on that task. So I want to thank everybody for being here today to support a great company right here in Peterborough. This company, as we all know, has Peterborough roots that go back decades to when this was just a small machine shop. Today, Dynacast is a global leader in the industry with 25 manufacturing facilities in 16 countries around the world. And I'm thrilled, as you are, to see them continue to invest in Peterborough, to have confidence in Peterborough, to have confidence in Peterborough's workforce, and indeed to have confidence both in Ontario and Canada, and creating more value-added jobs in our community. Those kind of jobs that allow people to buy a new home, to go to Home Depot, and perhaps go to Jack McGee and buy that brand new Chevrolet. That is very important to us all. And your company, of course, is a valued part of our economy right here in Peterborough and beyond. And advanced manufacturing is so important to this province. Today, I'm pleased to announce that the Government of Ontario is investing $137,700 in Dynacast through the Eastern Ontario Development Fund. The ODF, of course, has been very instrumental over the last decade to invest in key businesses here in Peterborough riding. This funding will help the company expand and upgrade this facility, enhancing productivity and greatly improving efficiency to compete each and every day. Helping Dynacast better to serve its growing customer base, adding new innovative products will increase their export opportunities around the world. More importantly, for everybody right here in Peterborough, Dynacast will create 10 new jobs and keep 117 existing positions right here in Peterborough to continue their great contribution to the economy here in Peterborough City and County, to the province of Ontario, and indeed our nation. Thanks very much. Much success in the future.
Darrell, you want to say a few words? You've never been short a few words, have you?
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you, Jeff, for your great announcement this morning. I just should recognize we have Stu Harrison here from the Chamber of Commerce and Jeff Day from CDC, wherever Jeff's hiding out, right over here. Both instrumental in getting things done for our business community. Jeff, I hear oft times that, oh, here's Mr. Leal coming again once again to give away some money. You never give money away. This is an investment of taxpayers' dollars, and there's a great return to all of us because of that. And that's so important for us to keep that in mind. This is a redistribution of funds that makes this community better because of it, and we thank you for that. Quite appropriately, you've mentioned GE. Fortunately, GE now rests at, I think, the 20th largest employer in the city of Peterborough. We are looking to assist the workers and their families as best we can as we move forward, and there are programs that will assist with that. We are able to, because of the diversification of our sectors, not the least of which is Dynacast, deal with matters of that nature much better than we used to be able to. So thank you once again for your attention to needs in this community and for all the assistance that you bring when you bring that reinvestment. Thank you.
We also had some funding from the federal government through the Community Futures of Peterborough, and Miriam Monsev could not be here. So Ashley, will you say a few words on behalf of Miriam? Please come on up.
It was a great honor to be invited to participate at this announcement with Dynacast today. I'm sorry that I could not join you in person. I am pleased to congratulate Dynacast on a deserving recipient of investment from the Eastern Ontario Development Fund. The success of our community depends on the talents and energy of individuals and organizations like you, working together to build a vibrant and diverse economy. The innovation and forward-thinking work of Dynacast in engineered metal components continues to bring new investments and good jobs into our community, and I thank you for that. It is important to celebrate and recognize the success of our local businesses. It is your achievements that help build an economic future where our children and grandchildren have the ability to stay close to home, find meaningful work, and contribute to our community in a positive way. Please accept my sincere congratulations. I know your story of success will inspire others to invest and champion in the economic possibilities that are right here in the community of Peterborough, Kawartha. Thank you.
So the federal funding was administered locally by the Community Futures of Peterborough. And Jeff Day, come on up, Jeff. You can say a few words for helping Dynacast from the Community Futures Peterborough.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I'm not actually up here to look for any thanks or recognition for Community Futures as an organization. Dynacast, the staff here, like the team in Peterborough, has obviously had a high enough quality of work and a high enough standard to convince a company based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, to invest in our community. That is a testament to your teamwork. So you should be taking all of the thanks and all the money to say, I deserved it. It's federal money, it's provincial money, you've worked for it. So, I mean, there's a provincial side, which is the fund that Jeff was talking about. Our side is the federal side, which is the Eastern Ontario Development Corporation. We get a certain amount of money every year to distribute throughout the community. I cannot think of a better purpose than this particular project to, highlight to the federal government the need to continue on with this program. So for that, I thank you for giving us the leverage that we need to endorse this program. So great luck in the future, and forward march. Well done.
And our final speaker will be our leader of Dynacast here in Peterborough, our general manager, Doug Montgomery.
Well, thank you everyone for coming to Dynacast today. I'd like to welcome MPP Jeff Leo, Honorable Mayor Darrell Bennett, MP Monsev's representative, and Jeff Day and other local dignitaries. Thanks for coming to our Peterborough facility. I'm Doug Montgomery. I'm the general manager of Dynacast Peterborough. Most of you know formerly as Fisher Cast. As they mentioned earlier, Dynacast is a company with 25 plants in 16 countries with sales in excess of $900 million US. We employ over 120 employees here at our plant in Peterborough. Many of our employees having over 30 years experience with our facility here in Peterborough. Our head office earlier this year rewarded our success by designated our plant for expansion. We were provided with 4 new state-of-the-art zinc die-cast machines, which are behind me. So we could bring more export business to Peterborough. The company has invested $2.5 million to complete this expansion. We estimate that the business will allow us to hire 10 plus employees over the next 2 years, to support the expansion. The Ontario government, through the Eastern Ontario Economic Fund, have provided a grant of $137,700 for our plant infrastructure investment. This is a program under Jeff Leal's responsibility for small business, and we would like to thank him and his ministry. Thank you. Also, the federal government, through the Eastern Ontario Development Program, has provided the further grant of $50,000 for staff and training to implement the expansion through the local Community Futures Program organization, thanks to MP Monsov and Jeff Day. Thank you. We appreciate and thank both levels of government for having supported our manufacturing expansion and helping to support our investment as we look forward to future growth in Peterborough. I thank you for visiting our plant and look forward to providing a tour after we're done here. Thank you very much.